On a desolate planet.
Norton?
Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, you couldn't if you tried. If I slack off, the drone will shock me again. Wait, why aren't you being shocked?
Because I disabled my nanny drone.
What are you waiting for? Disable mine!
You could try asking politely.
I could, or you could just do it! Oh.
You're welcome.
I assume you have an escape plan?
I am not just going to stand around here waiting to be caught. Are you coming?
Do you even have to ask?
This is Universe Journey. It's 2433 and the ASS Thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious explores the galaxy under Captain Michelle Tokaladie.
I am in command.
More than a year ago, the nearly omnipotent Z tossed the crew of the Thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious more than 55 years from Earth. On board the Starship R, Tokaladie's partner and ship's counselor, Jamieson, their infant daughter, Everly, former Captain, Ambassador Dick Kahkay, First Officer, Lieutenant Commander Michael Anders, Chief Engineer, Commander Colm Foley, Foley's fiancée, Science Officer Captain Bobbi Luna, Android Lieutenant Commander Neu Folkaladie, Security Chief Lieutenant Commander Connie Norton, Pilot Lieutenant Yanna, Assistant Engineer Ensign Neato. Plus a totally incompetent doctor, a lounge singer, a bartender, and a bunch of security officers and ensigns, and now an alien guide and negotiator known only as the Concierge. This starship has quite a universe journey!
Space, we are in you.
We travel far beyond the stars, from Pluto all the way to Mars, and beyond, for we go much, much, much further, with lots of enthusiastic fervor. Our mission is never-ending, like Facebook will be ever-friending. Join us every month on our journey, though you may want an attorney, for we won't be held liable for your claims. And if you ask us again, we'll say the same.
On the ASS Thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious in the captain's apartment.
What's wrong, Mish?
I can't decide what to do about the concierge. He's been an asset, sure, but I still don't trust him. We're getting ready to leave Venus space, and I need to make a decision about whether to allow him to stay or not.
The ASS has a record of helping those in need.
Yeah, but we're so far from home, and we have so many challenges before we get back.
Some things shouldn't change.
Let's just see if he even asks. I'm not sure he will. And if he doesn't, I'm going to have to leave him behind anyway.
Fair enough.
Oh, and Luna was nicer to me today.
Oh, did you two have that talk?
No, I've had to put her off a few times, but maybe we don't need to anymore.
I'd still recommend talking. Whatever's between you.
We seem to be getting past it, thank goodness.
On a Vena warship.
Ah, Ambassador Kahkay, come in, have a seat.
You're Vena?
I am. Plate Van.
What do you want with me?
For the moment, I want to feed you.
Why?
Because you're hungry.
Is this some kind of trick?
I understand why you'd feel that way. The other Vena we obtained you from weren't very accommodating, but this isn't my way.
What is your way, then?
Hospitality. Surely your captain told you about our dinner?
Oh, you're that one.
Yes, I am. Please, sit, eat.
All right.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to you sooner. I was on the other side of Vina territory when Rizax offered you for sale, and I had to rely on what transport for you I could arrange.
It's fine.
It is clearly not. My associates appear to have mistreated you quite badly.
I've been through worse.
Still, I wouldn't want their behavior to reflect upon me.
Well, what are you going to do with me?
Besides feed you,
Yeah, besides that.
return you to your own crew, of course.
In exchange for what?
In exchange for nothing. Goodwill between our peoples.
Forgive me, but I don't believe you.
Understandable, but it's true.
All right.
And if you and your captain are feeling generous because of this act of friendship, and you'd like to share a little bit of your amazing technology in gratitude, well, then...
That's not going to happen.
Ambassador Kahkay, I'm a reasonable individual. Why can't we work together and exchange knowledge?
We're bound by a set of rules, and one of those rules is we can't just give away our technology. There has to be negotiations between the species, agreements.
Then let's have those negotiations.
We're not in touch with our leadership. We're not authorized to make such decisions without them.
I would argue that being out here on your own specifically empowers you to make such decisions.
Then you don't understand our people.
I'm trying to.
Look, when we first got out in space, we met a species called the Commons. They were warlike, not unlike most of the Vina I've met.
That's a bit harsh, but not entirely unfair.
And we shared some technology with the Commons, the food makers specifically. We thought, what's the harm? This isn't a weapon, and we want to foster friendship.
I take it that did not work.
No, they wanted all our technology, our weapons and shields and stuff. They came for it, violently, and a lot of people died.
So you learned your lesson.
Yes, now we handle these things a little bit more carefully.
What if it hadn't been the Commons you tried to work with first? What if it had been another species, one with a different reaction?
Then the rules might be different. Or they may not. We'll never know.
Well, I would just ask you to think about the folly of applying a lesson learned from one specific happenstance, far beyond those circumstances.
You may be right, Platitude. But the thing is, we're far from home, and we've got to hang on to something of ourselves, or we'll be even more lost.
I can't pretend to understand what you're going through, Ambassador. But if it were me, I'd look for friends where I can find them, even if that means bending a few rules.
Are you still going to return me to my people?
Yes. Yes, I will. Will you at least consider this conversation and think about speaking to your captain on my behalf?
I guess I can do that.
Then I think we're making progress.
Elsewhere.
Get down.
Huh? That was a close one.
No thanks to you.
Hey, I don't see you exactly getting us off this hunk of rock.
I am trying, Yanna, and it would help if I had someone halfway competent with me.
Fine. Go escape yourself then and leave me out of it.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not, Norton. I'm going back to the barracks. At least we get fed there.
You would willingly surrender after we've escaped.
We haven't escaped. We've been skulking around the asteroid for weeks since we ditched our guards without any way off it, and frankly, I'm starving.
Well, I'd rather starve to death than be in chains.
Well, good for you, Norton. I wouldn't.
We disabled the drones once. Surely they have made changes that will prevent us from doing so again.
I'm sure they have. But there are no shuttles, no transports, no beamers. How is this better than working in the labor camp?
Because we're free, Yanna. And that gives us options. Options we won't have if we go back.
But at least we'd be alive.
They have to restock sometime. We were brought here in a vessel. There will be another, eventually.
When, Norton? Because I'm running out of patience.
You're seriously going to whine right now.
Yes, I am. Whine! Not like we have anything more productive we could be doing.
Anyone else, literally anyone else in the crew would have been better than...
Look!
Is that...
Yep, a transport ship. So what are we doing still sitting around here? Let's go get on it.
On the ASS Thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious.
I can find nothing further wrong with Dick. He has a clean bill of health.
Thank goodness. And thank you, Concierge. We wouldn't have found him without your help.
You are most welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Kandadu. I'm glad to be back, too.
I'd still like to do a mental evaluation, Dick. You've been through a lot.
Sure, Jay. I mean, I'm fine, but if it makes you feel better.
It doesn't make any sense. Plate Van just gave you back to us without asking for anything in return.
Oh, she asked, Michelle. We just didn't give.
Still, doesn't that strike you as odd?
Yes, it does.
Perhaps she has implanted Ambassador Kahkay with some sort of surreptitious device that
No, I have searched for such spy technology and I have found nothing.
Perhaps you missed something.
If Neu says there's nothing there, Concierge, then there is nothing there.
I do not think Plate Van would just give you up, Dick. I am aware of her eccentricities, but even so...
I'm with the concierge on this one. It's suspicious. She paid for you and didn't even ask for reimbursement.
Do we even have any Vina money on board?
No, Jay. None.
Theirs is mostly a barter system.
But then we didn't give them anything.
All right, people, please, can we just be glad that I'm home?
Yes, we are glad, Dick.
Thanks, Michelle. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a shower.
Neu, is he good to leave?
Yes. There is no reason to keep Dick in the hospital.
And, Anders, we're sure Plate Van left the system.
Yes, Captain. She's already off our long-range sensors. But she did give us a channel to reach her on in the future.
Okay, then I guess we can all just get back to work.
Great. Oh, I want to schedule that ASS Standard Language Refresher course for all crew.
Right. Of course, Mike.
Michelle, care to walk me back to my apartment?
All right.
Look, I didn't want to say anything in front of the others, Michelle, but I'm thinking maybe we should give Planigan the food maker technology.
You can't be serious.
I know I've been out of the game for a few months here,
Yeah, you have. The Thrifty 2 has never worked better. Upgraded engines that'll shave a couple years off our trip. It and all other systems are fully functional. And we've got a Venus ship in tow we're learning a lot from.
So, we don't need anything from Platypus then?
Nope.
Even more reasons to give it to her.
I don't understand.
Look, I've been thinking about it, right? And what is the ASS's mission here?
To boldly go where only a few people have gone before.
Right, and make connections, build bridges. We're going to leave Venus space soon, but someday some ASS starship will be back here.
It's more than 50 years travel from Earth.
But for now, we're always getting faster, Michelle. When we get back out here, wouldn't it be nice to have left a friend? Shown them what the ASS is really all about.
Dick, the regulations
We're made by
clearly
people
say.
not in our circumstances.
Still.
You're the captain. You are, and it's ultimately your decision. But just all I ask is that you think about it, all right? What are the benefits of making such a gesture, and what are the risks? I chose to hand over the ship to you because you have good instincts on when to break the rules. I leave it to you to determine if this is one of those times. I just want to make sure that you at least consider it.
All right, Dick. I'll consider it.
All right, good. And I'm going to go and try to wash the stink off my skin. Ugh.
In the hallway.
Are you coming down to the hospital to see Everly this afternoon?
Of course, Neu. Did you finish the book I recommended?
I did. It was most interesting.
I thought so. Imagine being able to jump into someone else's body.
That sort of already happened with me. When I died, my program was downloaded into a new construct.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I had forgotten.
I wish that I could do the same for Everly, but organic brains are not compatible with anything.
Oh, it's all right, Neu. I know. Me too. That's not why I recommended the book. I just thought you'd like it.
I did. Thank you. I find myself wishing that I could jump not to someone else, but to myself at a different time.
I understand, Neu. We all want to be back home, and we'll get there.
I'm not talking about a place, Jay. What I miss is not there, waiting for me.
On an asteroid in Venus space.
How do we get onto the ship?
I got us this far. Isn't it your turn to come up with a plan?
You're the security officer.
And you're the pilot.
Right, so get me on board and I'll fly the damn thing.
I don't see any visible weapons. If they come after us in that, we'd be defenseless.
We haven't seen another ship in weeks. We've just got to get away from the planetary defenses without being shot.
Think you can do that?
Please, in my sleep.
All right. So we get past the 2 guards at the door, figure out where the cockpit is, and overpower an unknown number of crew people.
Yeah, sounds simple enough.
Without weapons, while being dehydrated and malnourished.
Again, you're the security officer, so that sounds like a you problem.
I'll take the one on the right. Can you get the one on the left?
Seriously?
Good. On my mark. 1, 2.
Or we could just surrender.
That would be rational.
Elsewhere, on a different starship.
Lieutenant Lee. Just who I was looking for.
Come to reinstate me, Commander Kaniak, or explain why I'm not on duty in the first place? Like, what did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong. Or did you? Something you need to tell me?
Oh, no, just your tone.
Yeah. I was asked to let you know that we have a solid lead on Dick Kahkay and his vessel.
What? That's great news.
Yes, it is.
But then why do you sound so upset?
Because I'm not a messenger. If the captain wanted you to know, she should have told you herself.
Junior officers generally don't get mission briefings from their captains. We get them from our department heads. You're my department head.
Don't I know it? Still, I don't like this. This is exactly why I relieved you of duty.
But we just covered the fact that I haven't done anything wrong.
You're right, you haven't. But I don't need a second whose head isn't in the game if we run into some rough stuff. You've got too much personal baggage right now, Eva.
With all due respect, Commander Kaniak, this isn't fair. She's the one who asked
fair
you to
or not, it's my decision. Until you make up with your sister, you're not working for me on her vessel.
But Commander Kaniak,
No, Lieutenant, I'm done. If you've got a problem with my decision, take it up with the captain. Are you going to talk to her?
No.
That's disappointing, and only confirms I'm right.
On the asteroid.
So, you thought you could escape me?
Well, she did. I said we should turn ourselves in days ago.
Traitor.
You will never leave this rock. Never. This is your home for the rest of your lives.
Fine by me.
Are you kidding me right now, Yanna?
What, Norton? We've been captured. What else are we supposed to do?
Your friend talks sense.
This is a prison. What no one ever tries to escape.
Not twice, no.
Why not?
Because of the punishment the first time.
Which is?
Oh, you're about to find out. And I assure you, you will never try to escape again.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
We shall see. Guards! Take them to the torture chamber.
I don't like the sound of that.
You were the one that wanted to come back.
I didn't know torture would be involved.
Torture is just the beginning.
Could we just get back to work? See, I can work. See, I can do that. I'd be fine with that.
Fool. It will be weeks before you are able to work again after I am done with you.
Okay, I really don't like the sound of that.
No, you shouldn't.
Captain's Diary. I know the ASS has rules for a reason, but I've decided I'm going to do as Dick suggests. I'm going to give Plate Van the food maker technology. It's not a weapon, and we could really use a friend. Speaking of friends, it is with a heavy heart that I give up the search for Norton and Yanna. It is not an easy decision to leave 2 crew members behind, but After months of searching with no clues, we're at an impasse. And I cannot delay the trip home any longer. The thrifty Too Fast, Too Furious is ready to go. The only thing holding us to this area of space is them. As much as I want to find them, space is vast. All we know is they were sold at auction to a shell company that we found no information on, so they could be anywhere, in Venus space or beyond. We will rendezvous with Plate Van in 2 weeks to install and train her crew on the food maker technology, and then we head home. It's time. Captain out.
So this is the tale of another scene? Well, okay. She already did the captain's diary. Who is it? Oh, fine. Okay, I guess we owe them that much.
I'm sorry, Norton. For what? I don't know.
I'm sorry, too.
We're not going to survive this, are we?
Yes! You will survive. You will work another day.
I'd rather die.
Not an option. You are going to wish you were.
I do already.
We're not even halfway done yet.
You're kidding.
No. I told you. No one ever tries twice.
So I guess they're really gone, aren't they? But barring something incredibly unexpected. Do we have another scene? No? Oh, damn. Well, this is the tale of our noble crew, far from home, beginning ready to head back that way. Come back next time to find out if they can make it on another universe journey!
It's All Been Done Radio Hour, number 527. Universe Journey, number 121. Prisoners. This episode was written by Jerome Wetzel and directed by Samantha Stark. It starred Katie Boissoneault as Captain Michelle Tokaladie, Nick Arganbright as Ambassador Dick Kahkay, Ryan Yohe as Lieutenant Commander Michael Anders, Kristin Green as Lieutenant Commander Neu Folkaladie, Ashley Clements as Captain Bobbi Luna, Megan Overholt as Lieutenant Commander Connie Norton, Joe Morales as Lieutenant Yanna, Chase McCants as Jay Jamieson, Shane Stefanchik as the Concierge, Beth Deblack as Plate Van and Commander Kadiak. Kaniak. Samantha Stark as Lieutenant Ava Lee, Sam Clements as Lieutenant Commander Colm Foley, and Rosaleigh Wilson as Wilhelm and Ensign Molly Neato. The episode was narrated by Darren Essler. Our Foley artist was Megan Overholt. Our technical director is Shane Stefanchik. Our music director is Kristin Green. Theme songs are composed by Nathan Haley with lyrics by Jerome Wetzel. This podcast was edited by Truly Awesome Productions. Make sure to check out our website at iabdpresents.com. We want to thank Boxland, our host performance space. Don't forget to support us at patreon.com/IABD. A mere $5 donation gets you access to past and upcoming raw audio to our monthly shows, as well as exclusive performances, bloopers, and short stories. Thanks for listening. Have a great week. Bye!
It's All Been Done presents
Who's Got the Time?